Hello and welcome to grouping video 2. Today we're going to look at compound time signatures. Now compound time signature is one that can be divided into different numbers and can be divided in different ways compared to simple time signatures. So whereas a simple time signature we had something like 2/4, which we know hopefully is 2 crotchet beats in a bar. So that is a simple duple time signature. So compound time signature is quite often with 8 or 16 at the bottom of the time signature. And just remind you, top number, how many beats in a bar, and the bottom number, the type of beat. So 6/8 would be 6 beats in a bar, and the type of beat is quaver beats. Now compound time signatures are divided down into threes, whereas 2/4 is divided into 2 crotchet beats. 6/8 is 2 sets of 3 quavers, or 2 dotted crotchets. So you're dealing with slightly longer beat value there than a simple time signature. So compound time signatures divided down differently. So we have an imaginary line here. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or we can go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. That's a really important thing to remember when you're talking about swapping simple and compound time signatures and rewriting bars in different time signatures, because 6/8 is essentially the equivalent of 2/4 when you're doing that, when you're changing them into the other type of time signature. 6/8 actually has 2 beats in a bar. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. So the thing to remember when we're doing this as grouping notes is 6/8 is 2 sets of 3 quavers. 9/8, which would be the equivalent, just in case you're worrying, of 3/4 is 3 sets of quavers. So 3 sets of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's put a dotted crotchet there, and then let's make it a little bit more interesting. Let's do a crotchet quaver. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. That's extended. 3, 2, 3. 12/8. And again, if you're swapping them over, that would be 4/4. 12/8 is 4 sets of 3 quavers. I'm going to put some rests in here just so you can see. Let's put a crotchet rest and then a single quaver, so that's worth 2 quavers there. And then let's put a dotted crotchet rest there. So how many beats have I got in here at the moment? I've got 1, 2, 3. Remember, we're going 12 quavers per bar. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. I need another set, so I'm going to put another 3 quavers in there just to make that bar up to 12/8. 4, 2, 3. So we've got some different groupings going on here. So let's have a look at some bars and see if we can make sense of this. Oh, before I go on, actually, 6/8, I've said it's 2 beats in a bar, so that would be compound duple. 9/8 is compound triple, and 12/8 would be compound quadruple. So let's have a look at answering some questions about missing things. So say for example, I have, so I don't know why I've put a clef there, I don't really need it, we're only dealing with rhythms, but so just for argument's sake I'll do it as a tune. So we've got 6/8 and I've got a crotchet, I'm making this up as I go, a quaver, then let's put 3 quavers in there. So we've got 1 complete bar there at the start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 2 quavers, 1 quaver there, 3 quavers there, 6 quavers per bar. Then I'm going to put a single quaver there. Let's put another single quaver there. Let's put a dotted crotchet there. I've done the tail the wrong way, but you get the idea. So I've got a missing gap here. I put a little star there. So I've got a gap. We need a note or a rest in there. Depends on what the question asks. I'm going to put rests in because I know some of my students forget sometimes that rests count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That bar's complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got a missing quaver. So I'm going to put a quaver rest in. And that will complete that bar. So that's 1, 2, 3 quavers, and that's worth 3 quavers all on its own. Let's go for something a bit more complicated. Let's put a dotted quaver, semi-quaver, quaver. That's a pattern that comes up quite a lot. That is worth 3 quavers. That is worth 3/4. That is worth 1/4, and that is worth 1/2. 3/4 and 1/4, that's worth 1 altogether. 1 1/2 is what we're looking for. All right, so 1 1/2 or 3 quavers. So that is half a bar there. I'm going to leave that bar like that. So what do we need here? We've got the equivalent of 3 quavers here. So I need the equivalent of 3 quavers here. Now I can put a rest or I can put a note. So what I would be looking at, if I want the equivalent of 3 quavers, I could either put a dotted crotchet, or I could put a crotchet rest with a dot. I'm going to go for dotted crotchet rest just because. So that completes that bar. Now if we look in 9/8, I might as well carry on. So 9/8, I want 3 times 3 quavers per bar. That's what we're looking for. Or 3 times dotted crochet, because that's essentially our beat. So let's start off with a dotted crochet. Then let's put 3 quavers in. I need another 3 quavers to complete this bar. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go for crochet and then 2 semi-quavers. And you'll notice that they are grouped in sets of 3 quavers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that is worth 1 quaver all on its own there. So I'm going to put, this time, I'm going to put a dotted minim rest. So how much is a dotted minim worth? Well, a dotted minim is worth 3 crotchets, which is the same as 2 times 1 1/2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just in that one rest. So to complete that bar, I could just put 3 quavers, or I could put a dotted crochet. That is now a complete bar. Let's go 12/8 here. Let's do something again a little bit more extended. So we'll go 12/8. So what am I looking for this time? I'm looking for 4 times 3 quavers, or 4 times a dotted crochet. So I'm going to put 4 dotted crochets in just so you can see that's a complete bar. Be interested to play these later, see what they sound like. Right, so we've got 1 complete bar there. That's 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Or if you want to, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's exactly the same thing. It's just that when we're counting a pulse, it's easier to do 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. I could put 2 dotted minim rests, or say a dotted minim rest and then the note itself. That would actually be a complete bar there as well. So we go back to here, that's worth 2 dotted crochets. So that's 2 of our beats, and then that's another 2 of our beats. I could go mad and put tons of semi-quavers in. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 semi-quavers is the equivalent of 1 dotted crochet. So that is 1 of our beats. I'm going to run out of room, so I'm going to cheat here a little bit. I'm going to put a dotted crochet rest, that's another beat, and then I'm going to put a minim rest, that's another 2 beats. Just managed to fit it in on the line there, wonderful. So that is 1 of our beats, 2 of our beats, 3 and 4. There we go. So rest count, exactly the same. So we'll do a box down here and we'll just do some rests for you. The kind of rests you're going to see mostly are going to be let's go demi-semiquaver actually first. You will see some demi-semiquavers. They are worth an eighth. You will see semiquavers. They are worth a quarter. Quaver, which is a half. You will see crotchet, which is worth 1. Top hat 2 minim, which is worth 2. Semi-breve, looks like washing hanging from the line, is 4. You're going to come across a dotted crotchet, which is 1.5, an awful lot. You're going to come across a dotted minim, an awful lot, which is worth 3. You probably see at some point a dotted semi-breve, which is worth 6. You're likely to see dotted on the other notes. Just remember, when you're dealing with dots, a dot adds half the note value on the end. And that's the cat in the distance there. You can probably just hear letting me know that he wants to go out. Right, next video I will be looking at answering specific questions on grouping, so we'll go through some practice questions. Thank you.